All right, biomedical innovation. Let's talk about December 7th and 8th and goals for what you're going to do. So we're getting close to the end of your ER project, and I just wanted to revisit that project checklist, and I think you should be getting close to being done with your model. I'll be checking on your progress Monday. Remember that is due Friday. So make sure you're focusing on that, and you really need to start thinking about the presentation checklist because the final week before break, you will present your model. You may just present the initial, so you need to be ready to present the next week, the week of the 14th. Um, so as soon as you're done with your model, I do want to see those, may get those printed out a little sooner. If otherwise, we'll just project them, and you can talk about them that way. So. There's your project checklist, just reminding you that that is there to look at. And we'll go over a lot of that in class. So really, I'm going to be talking about what you're going to be doing on the day that you're not here, which for you all is the gold day. Um, the rubric is here as well. We'll talk about that as well. So what we're going to be getting into in class towards the, like the latter half of the class on Monday is now that we're good at suturing, we understand a little bit more. I'm going to go over some of the Ed Heads trauma and stop the bleed assignment and go through some of the key points of that. But then you're going to start this very brief unit called COVID-19 unit. And so we're going to cover that. And so there's a workbook on that. And what we're going to be getting into is just sort of the idea behind solving this medical crisis and what is actually happening in the pandemic. So you actually when you go into PLTW, my PLTW, instead of choosing biomedical innovation, you will choose the COVID-19 unit. I'll show that in class. But essentially what you're going to be working on outside of class time would be working on your emergency room, working on your emergency room presentation, and then for Monday, Tuesday, when you come back Wednesday, I would like you to have this organizer completed. And there's a call to action. This actually has links. So if you're logged into PLTW, if you're logged into it, it will take you directly to the pages, which is pretty cool. So it talks you in here and talks about the challenge. And so you'll read through that and then make a connection between some of these terms: epidemic, pandemic, COVID-19, outbreak, public health professionals, virus, and WHO, the World Health Organization. So kind of make a connection about how all those have been related in the outbreak of this in the first place. And then the other thing is just sort of a setup into the pandemic investigation. We're going to be looking at agents of disease. So essentially in this activity, the pandemic, activity 1 pandemic, you'll read about the situation that the disease is spreading. And in this case, you are going to kind of take on the role of you have this person who's a local science journalist, Tansy Smith, and she needs some help because she's doing some investigation to try to understand what's going on here. And so you, as the public health official, are going to be working alongside her to be able to communicate this information to the public. So she's going to communicate to you, to the public, but you need to communicate to her so that she understands the facts. So that's that's kind of your task here. So you'll read. So basically, you're going to try to get through, if you can. Well, basically by Wednesday when you come in, you should get through these first 2 pages, just kind of setting up what it is, and then we'll get into more of the details of different types of disease, pandemics of the past, and then get into the COVID-19 science as well as the vaccine, which is definitely something that's in the news right now. So this unit will take us mostly through, along with your presentations. We'll kind of have a clean break between this and the emergency unit, and then we come back, we'll move into something new. So that's it. This COVID-19 unit, you're going to just turn in the whole thing, and it will be considered an exam grade on the last week. So we'll be working through that together. There may be parts of it that we skip, so I wouldn't just go ahead and do it all. Just kind of stay on pace with it. So with this page and this page. All right. So that is it. And if you have any questions, make sure you contact me. Thank you.